Hadiza Bala Usman was born on the 2nd of January 1976. She's a Nigerian politician who served as the managing director of the Nigerian ports from 2016 to 2021. She has 2 children and she was known to be with PDP before 2010, and she joined CPC from 2010 to 2014. Then from 2014 till present, she's been in APC. The former managing director of one of the most lucrative, parastatals that government runs in Nigeria is a politician and social activist who was, until recently, the managing director. She's one woman who was now accused by Rotimi Amechi of breaching some protocols as far as the Nigerian Port Authority is concerned. But recently, the President Muhammadu Buhari, yanked her off and ordered an investigation of her stewardship in the agency because of some allegations leveled against her. As in almost all such cases, the reports of the investigation may never see the light of the day, because usually such investigations are to keep the concerned official quiet while the reports will be kept handy, in case the need arises to descend on such officials. In Nigeria's dog-eat-dog system, the father can devour the daughter and life will simply go on. However, a lot of people sympathize with her because, according to various analyses, she was built to fail because the job given to her was a technical, not a political one. The mandate of the NPA is to develop, own and operate ports and harbors, provide safe and navigable channels, offer cargo handling and storage services, maintain port facilities and equipment, ensure safety and security, and develop and own property. The agency is involved directly in or supervising cargo handling, warehousing and delivery, acquisition of cargo handling and operations related equipment. Also, development and maintenance of port superstructure, maintenance of safety and security within the terminal, bunkering, ship chandling and ship repairs. These are called technical jobs, not jobs for the boys or the girls. To head such a technical octopus organization, Usman came with a first degree in business administration and a second in development studies. Her work experience was mainly in the non-governmental organization NGO world. She began work in 1999 as a research assistant in the Democratic Development and Research Training Center, established by her father, Professor Bala Usman. Then as an enterprise officer with the Bureau of Public Enterprises from July 2000 to August 2004. From August 2004 to January 2008, she was Special Assistant, Project Implementation to the Federal Capital Minister, and from 2011 to July 2015, she was the Director of Strategy of the NGO, Good Governance Group for Nigeria, when she was appointed Chief of Staff to the Governor of Kaduna State. The following year, she was handed the NPA post. So, with no requisite technical knowledge or competence and insufficient managerial experience, she was placed at the apex of the NPA and meant to run the agency even before learning how to crawl. It was like placing the head of an elephant on a child's head to carry. That was what the Buhari administration did to poor Hadiza. Given the circumstances and the mindset, her performance was bound to be controversial. Her most controversial steps and decisions evolved around a dispute between an indigenous company and a foreign contractor who had entered into a partnership on a project. The federal government had in 2006 leased a free zone land to the company, but the contractor had in 2017 approached the NPA for direct deals, thereby bypassing the Nigerian company. However, the NPA under Usman in November 2017 letter advised the foreigners to channel their applications through the Nigerian company which had the land lease. Then in November 2018, President Buhari approved a new 25-year presidential lease of the land to the Nigerian company. This was conveyed to the company by the parent Ministry of Transport, while the MPA under Usman implemented the presidential approval by accepting the Nigerian company's consent letter and receiving its lease payments for the years 2018 to 2020, for which it issues receipt. But in a strange twist, the Usman MPA management on November 14, 2019, without giving the Nigerian company any hearing or notice, carved out 11,000 hectares of the leased land and handed it to the foreign contractors. When the company protested and pointed out that the MPA's action amounted to overriding a presidential decision, the Usman administration began to give excuses for its illegal actions. First, it claimed the company subleased that portion of the land without permission. But the company put a lie to that by producing the permission the MPA had given it 5 years earlier. Then, it changed gear by claiming the Nigerian company did not forward the sublease agreement on time. Again, the company punctured this claim. Then the Usman management accused the company of subleasing the land at a higher rate than it pays MPA. The company's response was that first, there is no rent control or ceiling. Secondly, that it had developed the leased land with over $100 million, including a $25 million loan from the Bank of Industry, and also 6 billion naira loan from the central bank, and a $26 million loan guaranteed by the Nigerian Local Content Development and Monitoring Board. So it cannot sublease a developed land at the same rate it pays the MPA for a swampy land. The Nigerian company also claimed that the foreign contractor had manipulated documents, leading to the watering down of its shared ratio from the initial 80 to 20% to 30 to 70% in favor of the contractor. So this was the lot of issues that happened that had gotten the lady at the helm of affairs of MPA into what we can call a very, very tricky situation. And she's known to have, when she was told to be suspended, she's been at the back seat waiting for the panel to come out with the report. And at some point, she had dared the panel or anybody else to come up with any report of, bad performance by her when she was at the helm of affairs. But since the panel has refused to come up with anything, she's now pushing hard for her to be reinstated as the head of the MPA. All our entreaties so far with the President Muhammadu Buhari and also the Kaduna State governor who was our boss prior to this appointment has proved abortive. So what next is going to happen to Hadiza Bala Usman? Now let's do a bit of analysis on this. When Hadiza came in, a lot of people had an outcry. There was a public outcry about the fact that why are they bringing in Northerner, because all the so-called juicy contracts or managerial positions are given or assigned to Northerners. At some point, some people were rejoicing that she's a female, that okay, it's good to have a woman at the helm of affairs of such a very important government institution. So we were waiting, and one thing you give to this woman is that she seems to have an idea, because in different fora that she's been interviewed, she's able to answer some questions very intelligently, which shows that maybe she's done her homework well in trying to understand the terrain that she wasn't familiar with. But the truth is, her forte before she became the MPA boss is entirely different. The MPA involves a lot of technicalities, a lot of, stuff that she's not used to. You can't compare experience in an MPA to an NGO. They are two different ball games. And because this seat is not that she grew from the base to the top, she's just given a political appointment. And we know what comes up with politics and political appointments. You want to curry A's favor, you want to do a favor to B, which is against the A. As we can see, the foreign contractor and the local contractor trying to tussle on this juicy contract that was assigned. So a lot of bureaucracy comes in when it comes to government work, when it comes to government appointments. So let's wait and get updated about what happens next to Hadiza Bala. So what's your thoughts on this? Do you think she's going to be reinstated, or do you think maybe that's the end of her tenure? Please share your comments in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next news. Bye for now.